Hello, new wave of British heavy metal.com here. Today is the 8th of October 2021. Before we get into it, if as usual I could ask for a little favour, and that's if you would please subscribe to the channel. That'd be really excellent, really appreciated. Every subscriber helps us to grow, so please subscribe if you would. Right then, today we're going to look at Eld Varg and their debut album, One Man Army. Now, I bought this on spec really after hearing a brief snippet of one of the songs and then tracking it down, and I have to say it's quite remarkable. It is quite remarkable. Anyway, Eld Varg, One Man Army. I say it really is. It's a first-class storming album of quite brutal riff-based, sort of like heavy stroke power metal. And there's also a lot of like mystical atmospherics going on that, like a lot of the Scandinavian bands do in this genre. Although Eld Varg aren't from Scandinavia, Scotland, right? And first time I listened to it all the way through, I could picture Viking warriors gathered round a pre-battle campfire, listening to this to get them pumped up for the fight. I mean, it's brilliant. And your one-man army in this case is a guy called Ollie Noakes, a multi-instrumentalist who takes on the whole thing himself, which is probably why he called it one-man army, I guess. I don't know. He wrote all the songs, does all the vocals, plays all the instruments, and what a fantastic job he's done as well. From start to finish, it doesn't let up at all. The riffs come at you from all directions, cutting, slashing, rampaging, monster stuff. And it's the same with the solos that he does as well. Incredible stuff going on, and the power and the finesse as well. Fantastic all the way through. I mean, the first time I listened to it, I knew after the first few bars of the opener, and so it begins, that this, as we say in Yorkshire, was going to be a good one, and indeed it is, and then some. You know, I certainly wasn't wrong. That opening track is quite remarkable. Cutting, slashing, rampaging riffs aplenty all over the place. All breaks out into further measured mayhem after that thumping instrumental introduction. And from then on, it's relentless, and I mean that in a good way. Relentless in a good way from then on throughout. I mean, just listen to it. You know, To the Beyond, Vulcan's Hammer, Fists of Steel, Wolfpack, all battering away at your senses, and they don't let go. And it's not noise for the sake of noise either. You know, it's not just look how fast and brutal I can play. Not at all. Ollie's songwriting, arranging is very skillful. The songs all fit together very well, as do those never-ending riffs and fretboard burning solos. It just doesn't let up. It's relentless and it's great. Well, I say that, a bit of a contradiction. It sort of does let up a little bit on a song called Wastelands, a bit slower, bit more brooding. There's a big rumbling bass leading and a more of a slower, almost plodding style for a while. But you know it's not going to last, and sure enough it breaks out into another scorcher. Thunders of Mount Doom is, well, thunderous, as is Satan's Dominions. And then we get to the epic 12 minutes or so closing track of Between the Moon and Stars. I mean, it's all going on here. 12 minutes flies by. Speed, time changes, more of those cutting, slashing, battering ram riffs, screaming solos, power all round. It's all going on. It's remarkable. And then the whole album comes in at around about an hour. Now, Ollie could easily have fallen into a trap that some other bands do, of making it fill an hour for the sake of it, because that's how much you can get on a CD these days. Well, you can get a bit more than an hour on a single CD, can't you? And sometimes the quality suffers because of that. A band feels like they've got to pad out the whole time. Ollie doesn't fall into that trap. It lasts an hour, but it's such an hour it flies by. There's nothing filler about this at all. It captures your attention from that first few bars of the opener, and it holds it right the way through to the end. You know, it's an album that I highly recommend. It's more than worthy of your attention, and please at least check it out. Digital is on Amazon. I found it on there. Or if you look at the Eld Varg Bandcamp page, You can listen to it there. There's another digital version of it available there as well. And also, at least as I record this, there's a limited edition CD available from the Bandcamp page. There's only 100 copies, each signed and hand numbered. That's what I got, CD version. I got one of those hundreds. And as it says on Eld Varg's Bandcamp page, if I can steal a little quote, it says, riffs, riffs and more riffs. Very true. Hailing from Scotland, Eld Varg have set out on a quest of riff-laden metal for the ages, created a heavy, groovy and melodic metal album with enough Norse metal snake and celestial tales to satisfy even the most metal of metal fans. There we are. They've summed it up. That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Please do check it out. I will put a link to the Amazon Music and also the Bandcamp page in the description below. Also a link back to the website. Please do check it out. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. I love it to bits. Please subscribe before you go. That'd be great. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And of course, do take care.